Hello class 8. Today in physics we will do some numerical problems on the topics that we have just completed. Now we have completed the topic of work, we have completed the topic of kinetic energy and potential energy. So there are some numerical problems regarding these three topics. So the first thing that I am showing you in this video are the formulas which are related to work. Work equals to force into displacement, the amount of force that is applied on a body and how much that force is able to move that body in the direction of force, that is called displacement. So work equals to force into displacement. Next, kinetic energy's formula is half into mass into square of velocity. And the third one is the formula for potential energy. The formula is mass into gravity into height. Alright. So now let us do the numerical problems related to these three topics. So the first question in your numerical problems is this. Number 1. The kinetic energy of an object whose mass is assumed to be m moving with a velocity of 5 meters per second. That kinetic energy is how much? 25 joules. Okay, the kinetic energy with which the body of mass m and which moves with a velocity of 5 meters per second, the kinetic energy is 25 joules. What will be its kinetic energy when the velocity is doubled? Okay, also they have asked what will be the kinetic energy when its velocity is increased 3 times or triple. But in order to find the kinetic energy, we have to find that mass of the body. Okay, first we will go forward to find the mass of the body. Okay, so according to question that is given over here, let us write down what are the data given to us. So this is the data given to us. Mass is that we have to assume m. Velocity is given a value 5 meters per second and kinetic energy is 25 joules. So since kinetic energy value is given, so we will use the formula of kinetic energy. Kinetic energy, what is the formula? This is the formula. Kinetic energy equals to half into mass into square of velocity. But mass is m, so I have written instead of mass m. Now what's the value velocity? Value of velocity is 5, and so since there is square for velocity, so 5 also will have a square. Value of kinetic energy is 25. Here kinetic energy is 25, so that value I have written over here. So this is like an equation that we get, like algebra equation, like that we get over here. Now we will solve this one and find the value of m by using algebraic method. So first things first, what we have to do over here? We have to find 5 square, 5 to the power of 2. 5 to the power of 2 means 5 into 5. 5 into 5 is 25. 25 into m is 25m. And since it is multiplied by numerator 1, so 25m into 1 is 25m. And divided by 2, here divided by 2. Next thing we will do is something called as cross multiplication. What is cross multiplication? Cross multiplication, the denominator goes to numerator and the numerator which is attached with the variable m will go to the denominator. So see, 2 went to 25 and it became 25 into 2. This 25 came down denominator. So this is the value of now m. So to find m, we did cross multiplication. Now as you can see, these two numbers in numerator and denominator can be cancelled. So 25 will cancel out in numerator and denominator. So the value of m we get is 2. Now the question is, what will be the unit? Now here all the units are given in SI unit. Velocity is given in meters per second, that is SI unit. Kinetic energy, we know energy for the unit of energy is joules in SI unit. So the mass is SI unit is kilogram. So mass is 2 kilogram. But this is not our answer. The question that is asked over here is, what will be its kinetic energy when the velocity is doubled? Initially the velocity was 5 meters per second. Double of 5 is 10. So now, keeping the mass same only, we will double the velocity and see how much will be the kinetic energy. So our mass will be this only, and the velocity will be double of 5. So initially our velocity was 5 meters per second. Now question is, if velocity is double, then how much it will become? Double means 2 times. So 2 into 5 is 10 meters per second. And of course the mass is 2 kg. So let's now find the kinetic energy by using this formula. Kinetic energy equals to half into mass into velocity square. So kinetic energy equals to half into mass is 2 kg. Velocity is 10, square of 10. Let's now solve and get the answer. Okay, so 2 and 2 cancels each other out, and square of 10 is 100. So 100 into 1 is 100. So the kinetic energy when the velocity is double, the kinetic energy becomes 100 joules. Before, how much was the kinetic energy? 25 joules. So when I am doubling the velocity, the kinetic energy is increasing 4 times. See, 25 was initially. So 25, how much is 100? 25 4 times is 100. That means kinetic energy on doubling the velocity becomes 4 times. So on doubling the velocity, kinetic energy becomes 100 joules, and it increases by how many times? 4 times. Okay, the next, in the same question, now they are asking, what will be the kinetic energy if the velocity is increased 3 times? So if velocity is increased 3 times means tripled. So initially how much was the velocity? 5 meters per second. So 3 times of 5 is 15 meters per second. Mass, they haven't said anything about increasing the mass. So mass will be 2 kg here also. So now let us find, if the velocity now becomes 15 meters per second, tripled, and the mass is 2 kg, what will be the kinetic energy? Let's use the same formula. Which formula? Here, kinetic energy equals to half into mass into velocity square. So here is the calculation for us. Half into mass, that is 2 kg, into square of velocity. Velocity is 15 meters per second. So square of 15 is 225. 15 into 15 is 225. And 2 and 2 cancel each other out. So 225 into 1 is 225. So our kinetic energy is now 225. So after tripling the velocity, kinetic energy becomes 225. Before, how much was the kinetic energy? 25, when velocity was 5 meters per second. Now after velocity is tripled, what happens to the kinetic energy? It becomes 225. 225 is 9 times of 25. 25 9s are 225. That means when you triple the velocity, your kinetic energy increases 9 times. Kinetic energy increases 9 times. So on tripling the velocity, kinetic energy now becomes 225. That is 9 times of 25 joules. Initially it was 25 joules. Initially kinetic energy was 25 joules. So 25 9s are 225. That means kinetic energy has now increased by 9 times when you triple the velocity. The next question. An object whose mass is 40 kg is raised to a height of 5 meters. Now keep in mind that when you are raising any body from the ground, you are doing work against gravity. You are building work on that body against gravity. So higher you lift the body up, more work you have to do. And more work means more amount of potential energy gets stored in that same body. So this 40 kg body, when it is raised up to a height of 5 meters above the ground, then you are actually building up potential energy on that body. So what is that potential energy? Let us calculate that potential energy which is built up when you lift this body 5 meters above the ground. and mass of that body is 40 kg. Mass of the body is 40 kg and it is raised up to a height of 5 meters. So how much is the potential energy built on that body? So according to question, the mass of the body is 40 kg. The height to which the body is raised up above the ground is 5 meters. And the third thing that you need to know while considering potential energy is acceleration due to gravity, or in simple words we say G. Now what is this gravity? We know that every body is attracted towards the center of the earth by a force which increases by 9.8 meters per second. Okay, that means when a body is falling towards the earth, after each second the velocity of that body increases by 9.8 meters per second after each second, or 9.8 when you round it off, rounding off, it can be written as 10 also. So 10 meters per second. The unit of acceleration is 10 meters per second square. Now you might be asking where that square came. Let me explain to you. That means the velocity of this object which is falling towards the earth increases at the rate of 10 meters per second after each second. Okay, suppose after 1 second the velocity was 10, the next second it will increase by 10. That means the velocity will now become 20 meters per second. Then after 3 seconds 30 meters per second, after 4 seconds 40 meters per second, after 5 seconds 50 meters per second. Like that, at this rate the velocity of the body will keep on increasing each second. So this rate of change of velocity after each second is known as acceleration, which is caused due to gravity. Okay, and that formula or the unit of acceleration is meters per second square. Okay, so gravity value is 9.8 meters per second square, or rounding it off you can get, or you can even write it as 10 meters per second square. So now we can use the formula of potential energy. Potential energy formula is what? This is the formula of potential energy: mass into gravity into height. So we have all these three. Mass is given, gravity is given, and also height is given. So I put the values. Mass is 40 kg, gravity is 10 meters per second square, height is 5 meter. Now while solving we don't write the units. Okay, so after calculation we get 2000, and the unit of energy is joules. So the answer of how much potential energy built on that body when it is raised at a height of 5 meter is 2000 joules of energy is built up on the body. Okay, the next, in the same question, the next part is what is the potential energy that we got already. Next they are asking if the object is now allowed to fall. First you raise it at a height of 5 meters from the ground, and from that height of 5 meter now you leave that object. So the object now falls. Now when the object falls it moves, and while it moves we know what kind of energy gets in that body? Kinetic energy. So all that potential energy which was built on that object when it was at a height of 5 meter, that now starts getting converted into kinetic energy. So they are asking if it is halfway down. Okay, half of 5 meter is 2.5 meter. So when it is at the height of 2.5 meter, it is halfway, no? So when it is halfway down the ground, how much kinetic energy has been formed on that body, that they have asked. Now remember that kinetic energy that body is gaining from the conversion of that potential energy. All that potential energy at the height of 5 meters, when the body falls, now it starts getting converted to kinetic energy. So halfway down, half of the potential energy will convert to kinetic energy. And we have seen how much is the potential energy? 2000 joules. So halfway down, half of 2000 will have converted to kinetic energy. What is half of 2000? 1000. So when it is halfway down, moving then half of 2000 joules, that is 1000 joules, will have converted to kinetic energy. So as the body falls down, its potential energy starts getting converting to kinetic energy. So halfway down, half of its potential energy will convert to kinetic energy. So how much kinetic energy will be down halfway? Half of potential energy. So half of potential energy is 2000. So half of 2000 is 1000 joules. So halfway down, only 1000 joules would have converted from potential to kinetic energy. Okay, now going to the third question. A rocket is moving up. So when a rocket moves, it has kinetic energy. Okay, so rocket is moving up with a velocity of v. Okay, so if the rocket moves with a velocity of v, they haven't said anything about the mass. So let the velocity be v and let the mass be m. Velocity is v, it is mentioned in the question only. Now we have assumed that the mass of that rocket be m. So what is the formula of kinetic energy that is built on this rocket? Kinetic energy formula is half into m into v square. M into v square is in the numerator, 2 is in the denominator. So m into v square into 1 is mv square in the numerator, whereas in the denominator 2 is there. So mv square by 2 can be written. Okay, now it says if the velocity of this rocket is suddenly tripled. If velocity is tripled means velocity is increased 3 times. Initially velocity was v, so 3 times of v is 3v. So if the velocity tripled, it becomes 3v. Mass remains constant only. Mass will not change. Remember, whatever force you give on an object, the mass does not change. So mass will be same. So now what will happen to the kinetic energy? Let us do the calculation. So now we know velocity is 3v. Formula of kinetic energy is half into mass into square of velocity. Mass is m only. Now velocity is 3v. So square of 3v we have to do. So 3 square is 9. V square is v square only, and you have this m. So you can write this whole thing as 9 mv square. Yeah, 9 mv square divided by 2. Yeah, divided by 2. So this was the kinetic energy when the velocity was normal. This was the kinetic energy when the velocity increases 3 times, tripled. This is the kinetic energy. So I have named the kinetic energy in the first case as kinetic energy 1, and the kinetic energy that we calculated in the second case, I have named it as kinetic energy 2. Question is, they are asking us what will be the ratio of these two kinetic energies. We have to find the ratio. So this is how we find the ratio of the two kinetic energies. Kinetic energy 1 is to kinetic energy 2, which can be written in fraction form like this: kinetic energy 1 divided by kinetic energy 2. What is the value of kinetic energy 1? This is the value of kinetic energy 1, mv square by 2. What is the value of kinetic energy 2? 9 mv square by 2. So those values you have to write here. Okay, so I did write the values as it is. In the numerator I wrote mv square by 2 for kinetic energy 1, and in the denominator I wrote 9 mv square by 2, that is kinetic energy 2. Now let's solve this. This is a simple example of division of fractions. So this remains as it is. Division sign becomes multiply, and 9 mv square by 2 becomes its reciprocal, that is 2 goes on the top, 9 mv square goes down. So 2 will cancel each other out. So as you can see, 2 cancel each other out. Also mv square and mv square from numerator and denominator will cancel each other out. So in the numerator, after cancellation only 1 remains. In the denominator, after cancellation 9 remains. So 1 by 9 can be converted into ratio form. So kinetic energy 1 divided by kinetic energy 2 can be written in the ratio form also. So this is our ratio, 1:9. Now for some reason, I don't know, in the book the answer is given only 9. Ratio cannot be a single number. Ratio has to be in this form. Okay, this is to shine should be there. So this is our answer. Don't follow the book's answer. This is our answer. Okay. The next question they have asked is, if you apply 1 joule of energy to lift a book, keep in mind when you are lifting a book, the book's mass they have given 0.5 kg. Keep in mind that when you are lifting a book up, you are doing work against gravity, and that work gets stored in that book in the form of potential energy. Okay, so that potential energy is 1 joule. So if you are raising the book by using an energy of 1 joule, the book's mass is 0.5 kg. How high will you raise it? Also they have said that when you are solving is, take gravity g value as 10 meters per second square. So what is the data that is given to us? Let us write that first. So this is the data given to us. According to question, g value we have to take 10 meters per second square. Mass, or m in short, is 0.5 kg. The potential energy is 1 joule, and what we have to calculate is height. So since potential energy is given to us, so we will use the formula of potential energy and put the values and get the value of h, or height. So this is the formula of potential energy: mass into gravity into height. Mass value is 0.5 kilogram, potential energy value is 1 joule, gravity is 10, height is taken h because we don't know the value. So doing calculation, 0.5 into 10 is 5, into h is 5h. Now in order to find h is the variable, this is our algebraic equation, we'll do cross multiplication. So to do cross multiplication, this 5 will go down. So height, or h, equals to 1 by 5. Height is distance, and distance unit in SI unit is meters. So 1 by 5 meters. But 1 by 5 meters sounds very unusual. So let us convert this meter into centimeter. And to convert meter into centimeter, we multiply by 100. So 1 by 5 into 100 we have to do. So in order to convert this meter into centimeter, we multiply it by 100. So 1 by 5 into 100, doing the cancellations and calculations, we get 20. So 1 by 5 meter means 20 centimeters. That means the book can be raised to a height of 20 centimeters from the ground when a potential energy of 1 joule is applied to it.